Hi YouTube, George here. Hope you're well and happy. And as promised in the ending of the last video, the next time you see this it will have paint on it, which it now does, wearing a coat of nice dark grey paint, which is not what it would have came from the factory with. It would have been cream originally. That was the original colour that was on it. So judging by what I found when I was sanding and whatnot, this is the third coat of paint that it's going to have received in its lifetime. Now at the end of the day, it's a machine tool. I didn't go bonkers. I masked off a lot of stuff. I, painted around things. I didn't go bonkers taking it apart. I didn't want to do that. I have enough going on. So it's mainly brush painted and foam roller on all the flat accessible areas I could get to. Like that's all rolled on the bottom of the apron. So we got in between all the ribs done. We left the bits bare that should be bare. So I removed the slides and all for the DRO, so as they wouldn't be in the way when I'm painting it. We painted the motor black. There's rattle canned it black, and I rattle canned all in there black because I wasn't taking all that off. So yeah, so there's the backsplash, and that's rolled as well with the same foam roller. It's pretty decent finish. 2 coats, and we continue on down here. We have the drawer. I just painted the front of the drawer, and I have to paint this again. This is fiberglass, and for some reason the first coat of paint went on lovely, and then the second coat of paint, it's not as smooth. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to leave that for about 3 or 4 days, and I'm going to cut it with maybe some 6 or 800 grit water paper, and we'll roll it again. Now this was quite extensively damaged all up around here, and somebody had started to fix it and kind of left it then, and this was all broken, and so we repaired all that as best we could, and we took all the badges off it and everything, so they can all go back on when it's finished. So I have the tailstock down here. I had actually forgotten about that, so there's only 1 coat of paint on that so far. Needs another coat. Again, I didn't go nuts. I just stripped it down, cleaned it, and painted it. And I have that square mask there. There's a little square of tape there. That's where the scale is for adjusting the tailstock. These are all the brackets for I made for the scales on the DRO, so we can get all them back on. And we spray painted the bracket for the DRO. This was a bracket that was in the drawer. The machine previously had a DRO at some point, and we got this then. We reused it, and I just modified it by drilling it and tapping it to take the bracket that Sino give you with the DRO. So the only thing I have left to do now is paint the brake pedal, paint it red, and it'll be finished then. So in the advent of the fall, we got a new wheel. Now this wheel is a little bigger than what was on it, and we're going to have to make some stuff for it to fit. I'll have the lathe is back up and running. I'm going to have to make an adapter to go onto this shaft here, and with a keyway in it that this can sit in here. Now I do like this because it's bigger in diameter than what was on it. What was on it is the same as the one that was on the tailstock. So let's see what's the difference. Okay, so what was on it was 140 mil, and this one is 190. And the reason I'm thinking that's better is that, you know, you have more leverage for a start, so you have smoother control on the hand wheel when you're using that. So it'll be worth the effort of doctoring it to make it fit. And it's just a matter then of putting it all back together. And yeah, it looks a bit better. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to make a tray for up here that fits in this area and goes out across for tools and stuff like that, because, you know, you don't have enough space here. So we'll make something to do that job that just works a bit better than this little area you have here. We'll just make it out of wood or something like that. Won't be anything elaborate. And a little bit of cleaning up to be done on the front of the the name of that is escaping me at the minute, and it just will not come to me. My brain is not working. And we'll clean up the front of that thing. And yeah, happy days. So we're quite pleased with how it came out. And it'll take a few days for it to dry. But by tomorrow, 24 hours from now, I'll be able to do things like start putting the DRO and all that back on. And getting the coolant. We're going to have coolant on it this time. And we have to fill her up with fresh oil in both gearboxes because we drained the two of them. And we'll fill her up with some fresh stuff. And she'll be good to go for another while, as the fella says. So it came out nice and clean. There are runs. You can see runs there, but they're not my runs. They're the previous runs. But I didn't go mad sanding it, so it's a machine tool, lads. It's going to get scratched. It's going to get marked. It's going to get dings and chunks taken out of it. Like, I didn't bother taking out any of them shafts or anything. I just painted around them. And I left them all oily and greasy, so I'll just give them a clean when all is finished, and it'll be grand. So I'm quite pleased with it now, how it's come out so far. And you know, making up for the fact that it was lying on its side for 24 hours last week. And I didn't bother painting any of this stuff in here because there's a cover what goes over that, so I don't see the point. Who's going to be looking in there? And yeah, it just looks a bit neater, you know. Yeah, you could get better and you could spend more time sanding it and taking things apart, but look at what's I don't see the point in doing that, you know. It's an old lathe at the end of the day. It's nothing special, but it does what I need it to do. And you know, far better than one of these tabletop ones, because it's got one thing in spades that one of those doesn't, and that's rigidity and weight. As I found out to my cost when I was trying to get it up off the floor here last week. We had to go off and get an engine crane to do the job. So yeah, other than that, no, not much else to report. The place is upside down, so a major tidy up will have to occur. And all the parts belonging to the lathe are on the old standing desk down there. And yeah, happy days. So it's coming on. So we just have to give that lad another shot of paint, and we can start putting this thing back together. And yeah, so I'm quite pleased with how it's come out now so far. And yeah, looking forward to getting it back together. And I have to paint the wall there. I just painted as far as I could when the machine was there. So we'll get that finished. And this ramp, I'm going to take this out. The reason I'm taking it out is I am going to go and get a couple of lengths of 50mm box, 3mm or 5mm or whatever the heaviest stuff I can get that are the exact length of the lathe. And the idea behind that is I can put those on the forks of the fork truck and get right in under it and lift it up and just with this ramp gone, I'll be able to just wheel it right into where it has to go and drop it on the floor. Well, drop it on its legs, and if I need to move it in the future or anything like that, it won't be such a big deal. So what we'll do here is we will make a removable wooden ramp. You know, there's nothing really heavy that's coming up and down here, but we have plenty of stuff there we can make it out of, so it'll be grand, as the fella says. So yeah, well underway. Anyway, I'm rambling. We'll leave it there for this video, and we'll get you in the next one. All the best, and bye bye.